Namaskar viewers, myself Vikram Talwar. Welcome all of you on your own YouTube channel, Astro Journey, A Divine Voice. Carrying forward our journey on Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, today we are going to discuss about the results what natives receives when moon transit over other 8 planets in the natal chart, and why those particular results are experienced by the native during the transit, and why those results are mentioned in the classical text. Why, what is the secret behind uh, narrating those particular results? These are the key points about which today we are going to discuss. Before starting our discussion, I would like to request all my viewers, please do like our channel, share and subscribe it. Don't forget to press the bell icon. So let's start our discussion. Viewers, if you see, if the moon, that the placement of moon shown here in this chart, by this we meant that the moon is transiting. If the moon is making any final connection as per Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, that is 1, 5 and 9. The reason of showing this placement of transiting moon is clearing this concept, the how we can count a trine connection between the planets in the birth chart. Now, if you see, if sun is, or if the moon is transiting over the natal sun, what will be the results of that? It is the change of, it shows the change of residence. And first question what came to our mind is that it is not every day happening that moon is transiting over the sun and we are changing the residence. As we are well aware, in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, an event, major event in life is created with the help of transiting Saturn, Rahu, Ketu and Jupiter. Then what is the significance of moon transit? Why we are discussing this? What is the meaning of all this discussion when an event is created by the slow moving planets? When it comes to timing of event, then it is very important to learn about the transition of moon in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, because a sun takes 2.5 years, Rahu and Ketu takes 1 year and 1.5 year, or you can say 18 months. Jupiter takes 1 year for transit. And we cannot say that this event will take place during 2.5 years. If we further want to narrow down our timing of event, on which day we are going to uh, experience that event in our life. For that, we must know about the transition of moon and what will be the outcomes of that transit. To narrow down that event in a month, we must know the secrets of transit of sun. And for year, we must consider the transit of Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter and Saturn. So when the moon transits over the sun, it shows the change of residence. See, in Kala Purusha Kundali, if you say that moon is the lord of or karka of fourth house, that shows your residence. Sukha Bhav. Moon also represents the change in life, because for 15 days it is in Shukla Paksha, that is the brighter part, and 15 days it is in Krishna Paksha, that is the darker part. 15 days, moon strength keep on reducing in darker phase, and in brighter phase, its strength keep on increasing with every passing tithi. Okay. So there is also a secret. People always have a question that if we are born in a Shukal Paksha, what will be the effects? And if we are born in Krishna Paksha, how it is going to affect our journal day-to-day life, or over all a whole, how it is going to affect it. What is the significance of taking birth in a Shukal Paksha or in a darker phase Krishna Paksha? Presently, we are discussing here about the transit, but I would like to throw some light over it. See, we are taking birth and living a life. After that, we um, died, performing some karmas, and this cycle keeps on going. So, if you divide your life in the type of karmas, it is one you are at a receiving end. Like you are born and all other relations around you are webbed in such a way that they are doing something for you. They are taking pains and you are enjoying the fruit. Like it is just like they have to repay you for your past life karmas, and you are enjoying the fruit. This, I think, is due to your good karmas, and if you are born in Shukla Paksha. Because in Shukla Paksha, moon, that is your man, or also carries the past life, karmas into this life, and it takes light from sun that represents your soul. Your soul desires make you perform some karmas. And those karmas are carried into next janma through your moon. What results, what kind of results you are going to experience in this present birth. And if you are born in a Krishna Paksha or a darker phase, it is now all those relations are webbed in such a form that you have to repay a loan, like what you had done in your past births. Now you are paying them back. You are at the giver's end. You are taking all the tensions. You are performing all the karmas, and it is, you will feel one day that your entire life is revolving like you are repaying something. Every relation entering in your life takes you do a few things for them, and they take it, and that relations comes to an end. And in every relation you are feeling like you are giving away something, you are repaying the loan. This is all karma cycle. We can even talk for hours on this, but let's come back to our topic. Sun, it shows it is good for operation. When you undergone any surgery or operation, it heals you. See, the sun owns the fifth house, and it is 12th from the sixth house. Sixth house is the house for rog, rin, and rip, enemies, disease, and loans. And 12th to any house is Vyabhav. Is like spends that, negates that bhava. So as the fifth house is 12th to the sixth house, and moon shows the changes, so it is good for operation, for healing. Sun also signifies a healing touch, as the fifth house is 12th to the 6th. Sun also represents your father, and moon represents travel. So, travel for the father. Okay. And if moon transits over the natal moon, it shows relations with the opposite sex. If you see, if your transiting moon is um, passing over your natal Mars, it shows mental unrest. See, the karka for your man is moon. Okay. And Mars is the source of energy. Mars represents energy in your life. Okay. And when the moon transits over the Mars, your thinking process, you suddenly feel energetic. It shows, it creates unrest in your mind, a urge for doing something. When your mind is not at rest, it compels you to perform some karmas. It may be positive or it may be negative. Like you may feel like going to a gym. You feel I am sitting ideal, I have a lot of time, I must take care of my health, or you joined a gym or start going to a gym or for a jog or for exercise. That is the positive aspect. But if it is in a negative form, you start quarreling, pick up calls with others, start fighting with others. You feel a sudden aggression in your behavior. Mars is also discipline, and moon represents mother. So you will find your mother more disciplined, giving more emphasis on a disciplined approach in life, or she acts stubborn. Okay. And now you see how we are mixing or blending the Kar Tattva, both of Mars and Moon, why those predictions are given in the classical texts about the transit of Moon over Mars and various other planets we had discussed till now. Mars also signifies your younger brother. Moon signifies travel. If Moon is transiting on your Mars, it may create an event like your younger brother feels like traveling somewhere or travel to some distance places. In female's horoscope, Mars represents the masculine energy in your chart. Mars represents the masculine energy towards which a female attracts. Mars represents the husband in female's horoscope, as moon is travel. So it may happen if you are a female, your husband may go on some journey or perform some travel. Now we will discuss, if moon is transiting over the natal Mercury in your birth chart, what will be the journal outcomes? A female may experience any health trouble related to urine infection. Now you see, Mercury is neutral. Moon represents female. It is a female planet. But the female jiva or Istri Jatakas or female living form of females, like females are represented by Venus. Okay. Moon is also a female planet. Mercury is a neutral planet. When it is with female, it will act like female. And when it is with a male planet, it will act like a male planet. Now, if in the Kalpurushic only, you see Mercury is the lord of third house and sixth house, and also the Karka of sixth house. Like sixth house is of disease. Moon is female. Okay. Now you see moon is exalted in the second house in Taurus sign in Kalapurusha only. It is eighth from the seventh house. That is owned by Venus. Eighth house also signifies private parts. Okay. So how now you see that how the results are coming. And moreover, Mercury and Moon are not friendly planets. They are inimical planets. They are enemies. So the outcome is what? A negative outcome. Infection in urine troubles in females. Now it also shows that monetary losses in commerce. Commerce is your business activities, commercial activities. And moon is also significator of transactions. And again, moon and Mercury are what? Enemies. Mercury rules the sixth house, that is of loans. Why you need loans? When you are under losses, when you experience losses. Mercury also signifies commercial activities, your business. So when there are losses, as both are enemies, it signifies loss in commerce field, loss of money. Okay. Now there is a story that Moon goes to Jupiter for learnings and he seduces his wife Tara, and from their relation a child take birth who is Mercury. It is a legitimate child. So it is like a blame. It puts a blame both on Tara and Moon. And that is not accepted by the society, a kind of a relationship. So here you see that native, there are chances that native may face a blame during this transition. And if you further see, if Moon transit over Jupiter, Jupiter is universal Jiva Karaka, both for males and females. All the jivas are represented by Jupiter. And Moon is travel. So the individual whose chart you are examining may feel a urge to travel or may go on a travel, on a journey. Jupiter is a guide. Jupiter is learning. Jupiter is higher learning. So Moon, that is friend to Jupiter. Both are friends. Both are friends, is a friend to Jupiter and is significator of your interest or your man, subconscious mind. So there in your mind, you may feel like a desire to learn something, to start a study, to start higher studies, or you want to be in contact with some guru for higher learnings. Jupiter is the lord of the ninth house. That is the house of dharma, contracts. Any contract that is within the law is right, is dharma. Dharma is right, adharma is wrong. So when, like, why you consider so importantly Jupiter in the event of marriage? Here is the answer. The reason is Jupiter shows occupacious events, occupacious contract. When we go for a marriage in Sanatan Dharma, we give 7 promises to the female. And after that, take 1 promise from your life partner. So it is a contract established by the virtue of religion. And the karka for religion, for this contract, religious contract, or a contract that is marriage is acceptable in the society is Jupiter. That's why we consider Jupiter so much when we want to predict about individual's marriage. Okay. It also indicates happy celebrations due to which comes in our life due to happiness. Again, it supports a sports event like marriage. Okay. Now you see when moon transit over the Venus, it shows depths, like they are, moon and Venus are enemy planets. Venus is your finances and moon is transaction. Whenever moon accompanies Venus, it depletes your finances. When it depletes your finances, you are in debts. You need money, you are in loan. It represents ill health to your wife. Venus's wife, some natives' wives. Okay. And when moon is transiting over the Venus, it gives native's wife gynecological problems, especially related to the uterus. She may experience weak uterus or disease that are related to uterus, and at the same time irregular menstrual cycles. So you see how the things are happening, how the predictions are coming out, how we are blending the significances of Venus and moon, how the things are happening in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, how the planets are affecting each other, Karka Tattvas. Now, when the transiting moon is transiting over the natal Saturn, it shows the change of place. Saturn is your karma. Moon is the change. Moon is the fourth house, your house, your home. And it may happen due to your profession. Right? As Saturn is the karma, profession, karka of profession. You may feel increase in an emotion like love for older people. As Saturn is old people. Unnecessarily brilliant. Now Saturn is a significator of sorrow, struggle. Moon is blame. And you feel more pitiful if that blame is baseless, unnecessarily. False blame is put on anybody. It is unnecessary expenditure of money. Like it also shows less mental peace or no mental peace or a lot of disturbance. A person who is having Saturn moon combination, it tends to think over one thing and dissecting it repeatedly. It is just like a person who is running on a treadmill. He is running, but he is not going anywhere on the same position. Okay, so these are the outcomes when moon transit over natal Saturn. And if your moon is transiting over Rahu, it shows the women are going to play a vital role in your life, or change in the mental condition of your mother, sufferings for somebody's mother, hallucination for the native, as Rahu is the significator of hallucination. Moon is the significator of mother. So these things are going to happen with somebody's mother. And at the same time, the individual can also experience all these things. He is under the constant effect of hallucination. It may be due to his thoughts. It may be due to some paranormal activities. It may be due to any reason. He is not, he or she will not be clear in his thinking process. They may tend to take a false decision that they have to repay in their future. And when the native Ketu is under the influence of transiting moon, it shows the opinion of different opinion with parents. Moon shows your mother, your thinking process. Ketu, detachment. You will feel detached with your parents due to your difference in opinion. Mentally, you will feel detached from your parents. Moon signifies mother, and when it is combined with Ketu, it may bring ill effects for mothers. All these things. Now, the most important thing is all these effects you are going to experience in your life. An individual may experience these kind of effects when the moon is transiting over these planets, provided these combinations are in your birth chart. That is part of a static astrology. Because dynamic astrology always depends upon a static astrology. Your basic birth chart, your main birth chart should promise the main events or such events in your birth charts are promised, then only transiting moon going to give you such results, or you are going to experience these kind of results. So I think I had made it clear for my viewers that what are the effects of transit of sun over your natal sun, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Moon, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. How the horoscope is working. How we can blend the significations of different planets and Kalpurusha Kundli to get the better analysis of somebody's birth chart. So here I want to take my leave from you. And if you like my efforts, please keep on liking, sharing, and subscribing my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. Namaskar.